Hey, what's up guys? My name's Josh, and the intention of my channel is to help you to realize that you are complete and total at all times, and that in truth we are at the effect of absolutely nothing. So in today's video, what I want to talk about is this whole concept of what you hold in mind tends to manifest. And on Dr. David Hawkins' map of consciousness, this technique or concept calibrates at 505. And if you're not familiar with Dr. David Hawkins' work, here's a quick look at his map of consciousness so you can see what this map looks like and where this technique falls at. So as you can see, this technique comes in at 505, which is the energy field of love, and 500 is the energy field of the heart. So I want to talk about my brief experience using this technique and why I think it's so powerful and how this technique actually works in daily practice. So what you hold in mind tends to manifest. Now, how I use this technique is, it's like you notice a desire that arises within yourself. It could be wanting to create the perfect relationship. It could be wanting to have the perfect salary for oneself. It could be creating the ideal job situation. It could be creating the ideal place to live. It can be materialistic if that's your thing. But I think I like to use this technique more for creating, very heartfelt, earnest, sincere desires. So I think that's why this technique of what you hold in mind tends to manifest comes out of the energy field of the heart, because it's not just coming from the solar plexus of I want, and just kind of greed and sort of material possession necessarily, but it's coming out of a sincere desire to want to either, provide for your family or create the ideal situation for yourself, to create love in your life, to create, it's all about holding the ideal life picture in mind. And I feel like this picture has to be kind of like a genuine one. It has to come out of the energy field of the heart. It can't just be like for status, It's not about just becoming a millionaire and owning a Gulfstream and being like all the other Hollywood celebrities. It's about a true, genuine, heartfelt desire, and then using this technique to, to fulfill that. So in my own life, what I do, or how I use this technique, is I start off by noting a desire. And desire is only necessary for like the very first step in this process, because desire ultimately blocks that which you're trying to attract. Because by saying that you lack something, or by telling the universe that you want something, you're automatically saying that you're separate from it and that you don't have it. So that's like the first major important part of this process is, just to note the desire in the beginning, and then it's just utilizing certain principles and techniques, and desire is not even required after that. So like I said, you don't want to come from desire, because the very second you say you want something, the universe is going to affirm that you don't have it. So what I do is I notice the desire that arises, and then I use my consciousness like a blank canvas, and then my thoughts are like the paint. So I start visualizing the ideal situation or scenario for myself, and I really visualize what that looks like. I go into detail, within my mind of what it looks like, and picture the whole ideal scenario playing out. And I picture it as if it's here and now already, that it's happening right this moment. I don't picture it something in the future. I own it now. So as I'm visualizing, I'm saying it's already right here, it's already right now, and I already have it. So as I visualize, I'm also welcoming the feeling that it's already here and now. I welcome that feeling of how content I feel having it. I welcome that feeling of how awesome it feels and the joy that ensues with that. So everything is owning it here and now. And I practice this. I have quite a bit of time to play with this technique. So sometimes I may do it for like 2 hours each day. But I feel like all that's truly necessary is just playing with it for like 20 minutes a day. If you're commuting to work, use this on your commute every day to work. So you're visualizing, you're holding in mind the ideal picture for yourself, then you're welcoming the feeling that it's already here, that you already have it, and welcoming that feeling of being complete and total here and now. And then what I do is I just drop the whole picture. I surrender the whole picture to God. I let go of wanting it to happen. And this is the crucial point, because it's like you're visualizing it, you're welcoming everything, and then you're just letting go, wanting it all together. And then after I let go wanting it all together, then I just ask myself, could I let go of wanting to change anything in my life this moment? Could I let go of wanting to make anything different than the way it is? Can I allow what is to be? And then I just go about my day and I forget the whole thing. So this is a very simple process. There's nothing complicated about it. Sometimes I think what makes it complicated is that if that what you're trying to attract is like, say, like the ideal relationship or trying to attract more money, I feel like what makes it difficult is our subconscious mind naturally resists that which we want. It's like our subconscious mind or the ego is always trying to self-sabotage us. So it's always trying to keep us in the realm of the familiar. But so we have to really focus and work on our resistance to having that. So in that scenario, I would say, could I let go resisting having the, blank? Could I let go resisting having XYZ? And it may take quite a process of letting go of your resistance to it before you could, by saying, I allow myself to have it, and keep affirming to yourself, I allow myself to have whatever it is that you wish to attract. By using the word I allow, is what you're doing is you're giving your subconscious mind permission to have it. So I think the only reason why sometimes it seems difficult is because we just have so many programs and blocks to something that we feel like we don't deserve, or the ego feels like it doesn't deserve. That's why it could take quite a bit of time if you're trying to attract the perfect relationship or trying to attract the perfect income for yourself. But I feel like if you keep just hammering home at this, keep playing with this technique day in, day out, keep visualizing the picture, keep, letting go the feeling of lack, letting go of wanting the whole picture to happen. But it's very important that you visualize and you own it as something that's already here and now, that you're not separate from it, because in truth, we are connected to that which we wish to attract. So it's just the power of mind. Again, what you hold in mind tends to manifest. So once you truly understand what that means and what that entails, you become very careful of what you hold in mind, and plus the higher your level of consciousness raises, the faster that which you hold in mind tends to manifest. So I think that's another thing to keep in mind, is that, as your consciousness keeps progressing, in the beginning it takes conscious effort to sort of manifest something using this technique. But as you evolve in consciousness, it's like just the mere thought creates it. And I feel like every now and then when I get myself into like a really great space, that will occur. But a lot of times, like what I'm holding in mind to manifest is usually like bigger things, like I said, like either attracting the ideal relationship or attracting the perfect job for oneself or the salary for oneself. It's not so much like creating a parking spot or creating like, a waiter to come over with your food or something like that. So, but anyways, this is the technique that I use and how I do it. It's very simple. It's, again, just to go over the steps one more time, it's, noticing that you have the desire and then realizing that there's no advantage to you to have this desire. So then you could just go straight into visualization. And then after you visualize it as it's already here, it's already now, and really welcoming that joy that it's already here, that it's already now, then just letting go of wanting the picture to happen completely, and then letting go of wanting to change one iota of your life situation as it is in this moment. So it's complete and total surrender. So surrendering the picture to God and letting the infinite field of consciousness to create it for yourself. So anyways, yeah, try playing with this technique and let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks for listening. Take care.